Hello and welcome to Imbibe with your hosts Mem Nahad and James P. Nichols.
With the P.
is
With a
for
P. P is for perfect.
phenomenon.
Phenomenal.
Phenobarbital.
Phenobarbital. I already had some of that. It's kind of
No. Today we are hosting Mr. ARON MARCHAK. Mr. MARCHAK.
Mr. MARCHAK, is there a middle name? Have you a middle name like P?
Oh no, I don't have a good middle name like that.
We keep that on the DL, please.
I have two middle names.
Oh, okay.
One of them sounds pretty Amish, so nothing exciting
right,
like
you
phenobarbital.
Oh, Jesus.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am still suffering from CD crackers.
CD Weedy,
so
CD
Is it
crackers.
CD Wheaties or Weedy CDs?
both. By the time
Either.
by the time you eat them, they turn out to be both. And you can make the correlations and write it all up in a whiteboard of the sky because you're so fucking high. You Einstein the shit
Either way.
out of that. Exactly. Anyway, we are interviewing ARON.
Kick her, she'll stop. Just give her a kick.
Those Weedy CDs really CD Wheaties.
You have samples.
Exactly.
You need to.
Gotta definitely sample.
Oh yeah. You partake. You don't play around.
Oh no. Yeah, I had a couple.
Oh my God, this is a connoisseur. This man, I had invited him to our podcast, formerly known as Smoke As Much As You Can, but after her shit, I couldn't do that anymore. That I had to get the connoisseur to help explain my behavior in the moment.
Yeah, when you
I
mentioned
am happy high. Okay.
when you mentioned Bunsen burner, I was like, okay, that was clear reference to me.
Okay, expert. This is my man, my son, son. Brilliant musician, brilliant person, intelligent, brilliant person. Heart that is dangerous, because bullets be flying, but they
always missed. Yeah.
Always missed. Thank God they did. But he's got a fucking force field. Okay, a brilliant. So his music is beautiful. You can find music. I'll make sure you find that shit on my website, memnahad.com. MEMNAHADR.com. And he is touched in so many ways for so many reasons. But he also touches, and he is here to talk about his experiences, but not get too explicit.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah, you can't.
We don't want to share too much, but yeah.
So you can walk right up to the door. Peek in. You. Rest of y'all stay in.
Exactly. Nothing incriminating.
No. We already mentioned that the bullets did fly, but, a force field. Just bounce right the fuck off and keep it going. Keep it moving, man. This is him.
Yeah, growing up in Brooklyn in the 80s and 90s, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Where in Brooklyn were you?
Basically Bushwick area, but yeah, I was
Names have
all
been
over the
changed
place.
to protect
Exactly.
the innocent.
Exactly. But no, basically grew up in Bushwick, and I went to, of course you start taking the train at 10, 11 years old,
Yep.
and then you venture off to other neighborhoods. So I was all over the place, all over the city.
Exactly.
When did you start with the guitar? When did you start with the guitar? Was that the instrument?
So I was actually, my mom is a pianist and my dad was really into art, so he taught my sister and I visual arts, and then my mom taught us piano. We didn't keep with the piano at all, so I gravitated towards art. So I was doing that, went to LaGuardia High School for visual arts, and then decided I wanted to do music. So when I started playing guitar, it was in like junior high school, and all I wanted to do was play in like a metal band or a rock band, punk band, or but that's kind of what got me into guitar. And then in high school, got to take a couple classes. I begged the music department, and Bob Stewart, he was teaching there. So
really?
So yeah, he let me take a couple of his jazz classes, and that's when I would sort of just like listen to nothing but jazz for like 4 or 5 years.
The infamous Bob Stewart taught everybody on the island in Manhattan and Brooklyn and Queens and everything.
He's responsible for all that.
Yeah,
Google
he's like
Bob Stewart and you will know.
He's the jazz Kevin Bacon. Everybody sort of links back to him. 6 degrees of Bob Stewart.
Exactly. He's been everywhere and so well respected.
Yeah.
I didn't know that connection happened. That's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, he's kind of responsible for me really getting into jazz at that age, especially. It's like, yeah, you have to be really dedicated to listen to jazz music at like 20 years old, and what is it? 2000, 2001.
Yeah.
So.
That wasn't understood at the time.
Exactly.
Yes, for sure. Did your smoking start around the same time as your interest in jazz?
No, that started beforehand, because again, that was so my the first thing I sort of experimented with or tried was actually it was not weed, it was acid.
I was gonna say, can we buy it at the dispensary?
We can't buy that yet. Hopefully,
not yet. Well, in Stockholm you can.
Stockholm, they do. Okay, I gotta book a trip to Stockholm.
Yeah. One of the Danish countries allows for every and anything.
Oh wow,
they're over
free for all.
Stigma, but they're the land of the happiest places on earth to live.
Let's see why it's happy. And you know what? It's crazy. Those countries are usually the ones with the lowest addiction rates.
Absolutely. A lot have been there, done that.
Exactly. It's like, yeah, no, I used to do all that.
Makes better choices, actually.
It does. You don't feel restricted.
Yeah, it takes the allure out when you make it legal.
Absolutely.
Like that's kind of like, I think this like it was of course very different like when weed used to be illegal, and I remember that was one of the things I used to sell. So it's like that, and the fact that they treated it in like the 90s in New York, it was like Rockefeller laws still. So it's like
death penalty.
They treated that like you get like 10 years for an ounce or some crazy sentence.
The seeds
like that.
in your pocket.
Yeah, it's like so many of my friends got busted again, like that force field. I've never actually.
I remember.
Yeah, but it was crazy, just like the risk that you took, even carrying around a little bit back in those days.
Absolutely. By the way, we are broadcasting from the dispensary known as Frosted Nug,
Exactly.
located in Carneys Point, New Jersey.
But it's like sort of it's crazy what it's like, like young people now, they walk into a dispensary
Best
and
weed in town.
they have no idea what you had to go through to get that.
Absolutely.
We were telling stories at the last time we met at the Frosted, and now telling the stories of the cops showing up out of nowhere, dropping out of airplanes and to arrest you on a holiday.
over a little bit of weed. I remember at Washington Square Park, they used to like have like undercovers set people up, sell weed. Like you never wanted to buy that. Either it was a ripoff, like somebody's selling you pencil shavings or oregano, or
I thought it was oregano.
or it's like an undercover cop that's actually gonna arrest you 2 blocks away.
Yeah, crap. It was madness, man.
That's crazy.
It was
Yeah, it set
madness.
you up over a dime bag.
Yeah, exactly. Well, actually, for me, I stopped smoking 10 years ago. I tell the story. It got all the way out here, and everything's like legal, you know? So I don't know how to act. Everybody gets to smoke except me because I had to give it up.
Oh, well. You're 6'2". Stand up. I will have a cloud ready and waiting for you.
Just stand up in any room.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're in Pennsville, New Jersey, and the house is lit. The house is lit.
We're working here.
We're working here. We got 6 studios going on. I'm waiting. So.
6 studios now.
Every room.
We
were discussing which room.
I'm like, is there a studio in the bathroom now?
Oh, no.
It's like,
maybe.
That might be what's coming. There might be one coming. Okay.
Yes.
No, we've set up.
There's subwoofer in the kitchens. 2 subwoofers in the living room. Subwoofer in the bedroom. And that's the first floor. Second floor is a subwoofer in the rest of the 3 rooms that are upstairs. We haven't set it up in the bathroom to that thick.
Or the laundry room.
But we have a hell of an induction speaker. The blast bigger than just playing on
and of course CJ has one in his music room, so there's one in there too.
I was like, you guys could
clouds are being made everywhere in the house. So
you guys could easily host a rave.
We could actually. We get the lighting. Turn the lights down. We're good. You know, that's a good idea.
No, property value.
I don't know if your neighbors would love that.
They will plummet and they will blame you.
We cleaned out the garage, right? So the garage is swept clean. It's ready to get set up. So we're going to set up to do rehearsals in there. Once it gets nice. We're going to do rehearsals there. So I talked to the neighbor. I said, you know, we're going to, start making some noise because we're noisemakers. She says, really? I had no idea.
Those are some good walls then. Those are some solid walls.
I need to talk to the neighbor across the street because the one right next door, they can't, because it blows out to the street and then it's gone. They never hear it. So we'll see.
Oh, man.
Can you imagine a rave?
That would be awesome.
Especially with recreational marijuana.
Exactly. It could be sponsored by the Frosted Nut.
Yeah, sponsored by the Frosted Nut.
That is a thought.
That would work, actually.
I'll consider it at the next cashier meeting, and then we'll have.
Yeah, well, that's the next meeting.
Exactly. Why not?
Absolutely.
We were driving across the bridge coming from Delaware, coming to the Delaware Memorial Bridge. And just as you were coming from Delaware, there was a Frosted Nug sign.
Yeah, I've seen that sign.
You've seen that sign?
On the billboard.
It's crazy.
Chris Wilson is a very good businessman. Which is why we're able to sit here and speak about the bud. Chris Wilson is our bud.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more that you see set up in here. The fact that they have like that coffee shop area.
Yeah. We're just waiting for city council to say you can smoke on premise.
I know that's the one, that's one of the things definitely missing from dispensaries in this country. Like, of course, Amsterdam, like in the Netherlands.
We will wait till the billions roll in, and then we'll stick out our tongues and say, I told you.
Told you. Like in New York, when it was kind of like the Wild Wild West, when they first legalized it, but then had no legal dispensaries.
Right.
Yeah.
But then they had all these shops that were set up, just basically selling whatever they could get from California or Colorado or any of these other states. So they would just sell all these Cali products, or you'd see those stamps on those things. So that Wild West. I remember they had a couple restaurants. They had like a pizza shop or something. I forget where it was in the city. I never got a chance to go, but it was like all infused pizza. So it's like you started seeing these creative pop-ups. And then of course
of course they had to stop it.
Because they weren't of course paying New York taxes on that.
No. Well, wait till Mom Donnie gets a hold of it. It makes
that's what I'm interested in what he would do. Yeah. Like I mean, he seems like he has good ideas. So like, I mean, he already cleared the debt for New York City. So
like,
that's
stop playing around.
Exactly.
You guys pay your taxes.
You can't.
Pay your taxes.
That's all that's needed.
Hey,
see how fast bills get paid when rich people pay their taxes.
That's what I'm saying. When the infusion and influence of cannabis gets a chance, a little creek, because water can get through anything. Mm-hmm. When it shows for real, and they need it, because they're freaking around anyway, when it shows the amount of money that will be spent, because people are willing to pay for the chill, the big chill, remember that movie?
Yeah.
I'm old. Okay, anyway, all the rules and everything will open up, because so many people can't use, been proven will kill you, the Oxycontin, cannabis, cannabinoids, all of the other oids, has proven and will continue to prove that first of all, it's old school remedy. You only stopped it because of politics, and it is a lucrative and beneficial. And I don't care if you don't care about beneficial, because I know you care about lucrative.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. I mean, amen to that.
It's crazy how, like, I mean, I'm in Philly now, but, PA is missing out on, like, a lot of these states are just missing out on a great kind of opportunity, even if you don't partake in it. Like, it's gonna bring revenue, it's gonna bring jobs to the state itself. So.
Well, we're currently living in bizarro Superman world.
It's definitely bizarro in multiple ways.
deeply, frighteningly bizarro.
Yeah.
But in that case, when it does flip around, like Mercury in retrograde, when it does flip back around, we will have the means to do all of the necessaries and make it run smoothly. So we actually care about the community and are willing to make investments outside of the parameters of making a profit in everything. Art, what we are about, artists, etc., and health, cannabis health, and such, and just giving a fuck. Then everything will pop up beautifully. Yeah. And until then, we fighting, Republicans and Democrats and. I can't tell them.
Can't tell them apart
anymore. So in that case,
can I ask you a question?
I need another crack.
The pedal that you use for your current guitar in your rig, is that a MIDI guitar into a MIDI pedal, or what do you got going on? I can't figure it out.
So I used to play Roland GR55.
Okay.
That was when I had all like the MIDI sounds, so like I would be able to do string sounds with it and everything. And the great thing with that is like you could kind of mix the like straight guitar with that, and you could actually patch out have two pedal boards, one MIDI, one like sort of just a traditional pedal board.
Right.
Do you still have it?
I left it in New York, and I don't know if it's still there, so I gotta find it. I honestly probably need to upgrade that and look that up again.
Yeah. Is that the one you used at the house?
No, so my pedal board now is it's pretty standard. I have like wah-wah. I've been playing around with a couple different distortion pedals, so I got a new one that at this like they had gear, like people just sort of at this one like thrift shop in Philly, they had like a guitar gear thing where they just had local people just set up selling their old stuff. Yeah. And this one guy had some great pedals, and this one that I haven't seen before. So I really like that distortion pedal now. But basically wah-wah, distortion, chorus, phaser, tremolo pedal, of course delay. Right. And the delay pedal is really like I have the flashback, which it's a really good like has a bunch of different like actual delay effects. You could do like an analog, you could do a couple different other things.
That's great.
And then the one that I used most recently was the Freeze, which I saw on Bill Frisell's pedal board setup, which almost acts like a sustain pedal for guitar. So you could sort of layer a lot.
That dude is crazy with it.
Just, exactly. So that's when I saw that, I was like, I've never seen but I'm like, a sustain pedal for a guitar, like, it's like makes sense.
Where are we going after we leave here today?
We're going to New York to a jam session with Will Calhoun, drummer of Living Color, and Jack Tidiansek, partner to Salif Keita. Mali is the country from Africa that they are from. Salif Keita, personal friend of mine, and so is Mr. Tidiansek, and we're going to do a jam at the Shapeshifter Lab in Brooklyn.
Have you been there? Have you been to Shapeshifter?
Yeah. I've never played there, but I've been there I saw Lost Tribe there. They were amazing. So it's just like, the Shapeshifter Lab is an awesome space. But I remember seeing them. Yeah. They had a great setup. I mean, they had 2 guitar players, like David Gilmour, like not Pink Floyd David Gilmour. David Gilmour. I forget the name of the other guy, but one of my music mentors told me about them. You guys definitely know him, Fred Cash. So it's like
oh my God,
he told me about Lost Tribe, and then I remember I think I went to that gig with him and checked that out. It was amazing.
Right. Well, I get the chance to hang with 2 old friends from a long time ago when I first started as a performance artist. I performed with Will Calhoun at an open mic on the Upper West Side, and he had Vernon Reid there.
I love Vernon
Bobby
Reid.
Floyd on keys, and I stepped up to do Tina Turner's I Can't Stand, and Peoples' I Can't Stand the Rain.
Oh, nice.
And they saw me before with their friends, but they didn't know me. And they wondered, why is she always around stuff? I began to sing the song, probably high, because I usually was. But I began to sing the song, and all I got to sing was the line, I can't stand the rain against my window, and bringing back sweet memories, because they were so enamored with my flow. They forgot the bridge, the second half. They forgot how to play the song. They never got to the bridge. And it boggled my mind. What the fuck are y'all doing? Y'all the professionals. And I was like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? So I just kept singing because I'm a novice. I wasn't a professional yet. And it was funny as fuck, though. What will you do in a situation like that? Yeah. And you can't say anything. Hey, guys.
Yes,
Living Color you're talking to, you know?
There's the rest of the song. And they were thrown away.
Crazy, wonderful.
I've definitely been in that situation
That's
before.
why I said I must have been high, because I was stunned.
No, I've I used to play in like those like sort of house bands for like open mics in Harlem when I was living there, and that would happen all the time. It might be the band. No matter, I know there's been times where it's like somebody called a song and I'm playing, and I'm like, what the fuck is the B side, is the bridge? What is the next section? And it's just like, okay, can we just loop this for a while?
Just play this until
figure it out.
Yeah, a couple of times around.
But Vernon Reid, that's
it's like exactly.
That's surprising. Like, he doesn't usually.
That was my sentiment. It's like, what? Okay, you're obviously in shock, but what is it that put you in shock? There's so many instances of my singing when I'm on stage doing something, and what happens, the results in return, it's like, wait, what? Yeah. Like, I blew away a house club with a house song that I had written and had the track for, and I played it in the house club, and after I finished, you can hear a pin drop. Nothing. No applause. No clearing of the throat. No clinking of the glasses. Nothing. It was It was crickets. And then the moment the DJ started to play a familiar house song, they just burst into life. It was like Twilight Zone. It was crazy. And I'm like, wait, what? What happened? What did I do? What went wrong? And I have come to understand that sometimes folks get stunned, and I'm not sure what I'm doing with my bob gun.
Yeah, true. Sometimes when it's a pin drop after a song, it's like it's either really good or really bad.
Okay.
So usually no middle ground with it. It's like usually it's like you stun them to they can't even speak, or
I'm of the attitude I'm gonna say
exactly.
I fucked them up in a good way.
Exactly.
That's why I have to stay fucked up, because I don't know, sometimes it hurt my feelings.
Well, as long as it wasn't like just like one person clapping, like that lonely slow clap.
That one person
is usually pretty bad.
No, at least it was consistent. Nothing happened. Like I popped into a different timeline. Yes, no. Thank God I talked to you. You can clarify things for me, because I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, I forget what the subject was, but I'm being affected by it as we speak. In any case, thank you for joining us.
Of course.
ARON
My
MARCHAK.
pleasure.
Already Marchak. How do you spell your name, Mr. Marchak?
Yeah, it's everybody. I don't know. I don't know if my family ever pronounced it right. I say it how my dad would say it.
Why?
Because it's MARCHAK, so it looks like Marchak.
Oh.
But my dad always said it with the SH.
Absolutely.
So
Grammatically, he is correct. Because CH can be soft or hard.
Okay.
Everybody knows that ARON MARCHAK is
in one
hardcore soft.
Exactly.
Okay.
No
That's
two
what it
ways.
is. Hardcore soft. Has a heart, don't fuck with him. Like I said, the bullets be flying, but they bounce right the fuck out. He's been under circumstances, having been an entrepreneur, distributor of happiness.
Exactly. That's a good way to put it.
And now we call it cannabis. Happiness.
Yeah, and this was brought to you by the Frosted Nug. Another push for the Frosted Nug.
Yes.
Here in New Jersey,
where all our crystals are plentifully dispersed on the bud, the nug. So yeah,
there you go.
frosted
Nug.
nugs. I love crystals. Isn't a diamond a crystal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I love that shit. Diamonds. And a diamond of a nug is the frosted nug. Anyway, we gotta go. Once again, episode 3, ARON MARCHAK.
Thank you.
MARCHAK. Say it like you spell it.
Say it like you spell it.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Dad. Thank you, Sister. Love this man. Love this man. Talented beyond compare. You'll see him. Stay tuned for shit I should have never said about what I love. Starring.
All right, here we go. That's it. Bye.